That's right there. Hello to you, all beneficiaries of real estate investment. Look around, you see the population of people on site today. Why are they here? It's because they have discovered the luxury, they have discovered the goodies in real estate investment. This is the Dara Garden, and here we have BRD with us today. Come along with me. Let's take a tour and see what's happening on site today.
Garden is very good, especially that is the main road of Moniya, the Hacienda road, and it's a dry ground as you see it.
One of the best things about this estate is the fact that it is strategically located. Now, when it comes to real estate, two things are very important: the location and the title document. And when we look at the Dara Gardens, it is strategically located to major landmarks such as the dry port, such as the IITA, so many top projects around this place, and the fact that it is directly facing the major express, and this is a federal road. So I would advise our investors to key in into this particular project, because you will not regret making that decision.
Dara Garden is something every smart investor should key into, looking at the prime location. I mean, this is facing the federal road and it has a commercial plot and residential plot. The title is registered survey and the C of O is in view. And you know, when you get your C of O, the property is hot cake.
I want you guys to invest in this because this is a really wise investment.
So ensure you invest in acres, not just plots, in acres in this estate.
So the best time to invest in real estate is now.
To say thank you to everyone for taking up your time to come to this estate tour, and I know that today is going to be a day that you will never forget, because I know that from here you are selling acres, not in plots.
Let me show you how you can earn at least 100,000 naira to 200,000 naira every year when you own a 400 square meter plot at Hacienda. Now, each 400 square meter plot at Hacienda costs 1 million naira, and this 1 million naira covers the cost of the land, the cost of development for the resort, cost of setting up your farm, cost of managing your farm for one whole year, right? That is all covered in this 1 million naira. Now, on each 400 square meter plot, we are going to be planting 80 bunches of plantain. 80 bunches of plantain. And now, upon harvest, we expect that different things could have happened, you know, some mishaps, wind and all that. So we will remove 30%, you know, for these mishaps, which means what you'll be left with is around 56 bunches of plantain. Now, we expect that each bunch normally sells around 2,000 to 5,000 naira per bunch. But in 1 year, we expect that at least a bunch will sell for about 2,300 naira. Why? And then on the retail market at most sell for around 5,000 naira. So we expect that 2,300 multiplied by 56, we should be getting around 128,800 naira, you know, for your 400 square meter plots. And maximum should be around 280,000 naira, 5k times 56. Now, every year when your harvest is done, right, and your produce are sold, we take out 20% for the continuous management of your farm. So after you pay this in the first year, you don't have to pay anything in subsequent years. Now, 20% from your gross income is around 25k or maximum 56k. Now, when we take this out of your gross income, it leaves us with the net income, which is around 103,000 to 224,000 naira every year. Now, what it means is that your return on investment every year for the next 25, 30 years, you know, is going to be 10 to 22%. Now, the good thing is that as the cost of plantain or the price of plantain in the market continues to increase, what happens is that your net income and your return on investment also continues to increase. So, you know, growth is something that would happen. So now, not only will you be benefiting from the regular income that comes from the sale of your plantain bunches, you are also going to be benefiting from the capital appreciation of the land. Now, over the next 10 years, we expect that land at Hacienda within Hacienda should appreciate by over 600%. And you will see why we said that, when you download the product brochure, you will see how we arrived at that. Now, this appreciation is due to the fact that the location for Hacienda, which is in Moniya, Ibadan, is a place that is ripe for appreciation. I mean, there is the train station, there is the NIT, there is the Little Business District, and a lot of other government products coming up there. It just makes sense. It's just obvious what's going to happen in that place. So now all you have to do is click on the link below and get access to the information, and then we are going to get someone to call you and speak to you, and then we know which decision you want to make. So my name is Odisa Amira, and I want to explain this project to you. First of all, welcome to Hacienda. For persons who don't know the meaning of the word Hacienda, it's a Spanish word, right? And basically, a hacienda is a place where we have ranches. It's usually a mixture of residential and agricultural clusters in an estate, and it's usually owned by wealthy people. So what I'm saying is that everyone who owns a plot here is a wealthy person, a billionaire. Yeah. So here we have 100 acres of land, and we have divided them into 5 clusters. Right, we have what we call Hacienda plantation. That cluster alone is 50 acres of land, 300 plots. Right, then we have Hacienda spaces. I'll explain everything. Hacienda stays, we have Hacienda play, and then we have Hacienda green. Now you can see that what we did is that we combined real estate, agriculture, and hospitality into one project. The idea is this: we want to develop a place where people can visit for different purposes. So let's say you work at a company and your company wants to have a retreat. Instead of being in Lagos and doing it in Lagos, say let's leave town, and then you come to Hacienda. You stay in Hacienda stays, which is hospitality. So we are going to have apartments there. Now, while you are here, you say you want to walk around, you want to play, you want to relax, you go to Hacienda Play. Hacienda Play, here we have swimming pools, we will have, games. So you want to do lawn tennis, you want to do quad biking. We know what quad biking is now, yes. Right? You want to do rock climbing, different kind of games. You do that Hacienda Play. Now, you came for a retreat. That retreat that you came for, you have to do it in a boardroom or in a class or in a training room. That's where Hacienda spaces would come, into play. And it's going to be at the entrance. So event centers, we are going to have training rooms, we are going to have conference centers. That's where Hacienda spaces would come into play. Now, this is a project that it's not a close your eyes and open your eyes and the project is done kind of project. It's a project with that we are going to unveil cluster after cluster. Now I'm coming. You see, we have clients who buy land, right? Yeah. And then some of them, after 20 years, 10 years, 5 years, they come and say, hey, come and show me that my land. What we said was that, you know what, people will buy this land, no problems, but we are going to make them earn an income from the ownership of this land. And so we came up with Hacienda Plantation, and that is where we are currently selling. Now, the idea behind Hacienda Plantation is you buy your land, one plot of 400 square meter, 600 square meter, 1 acre, 1 hectare, 5 acres or 5 hectares, and you say, and it comes, with an all-inclusive price. You buy this land, we cultivate on the land. So instead of you to buy your land and you're waiting for it to appreciate, you buy your land, we cultivate on it, and every year you are earning an income around 10 to 25% of the costs you put to own that land. Now what happens is that you are earning every year. Over the next 25, 30 years, we can see that this place is like when Ibejuleki started, some years ago. nobody's going to live here in the next 2, 3, 4, 5 years, right? But there's a time when people are going to live in this place. What we will now start doing is that we will now start converting Hacienda plantation into a mixed-use estate. So some people will come and say, you know what, I want to build my house. They now start converting it into a residential estate with presence of greens, because at the end of the day, we do not want to lose the essence, of Hacienda. I'll come back to explain the prices and all that. Then we have Hacienda Green. You see, Hacienda Green is a cluster where we are going to be doing greenhouse farms. Now, if you know what greenhouse farming is farming that doesn't use, it's not like open field farming, right? It's going to be around 10 acres thereabouts. It is going to be using technology, so hydroponic farming and all that, right? We are going to be growing vegetables, so tomatoes, cucumbers, lettuce, and all that. Now, when I say we want to make this a destination, an attractive destination, some persons are going to come here for excursion. They want to come and see what the Hacienda Green looks like, right? They want to come and see what this place looks like. We will not have cars driving in and out. When you come in, it's going to have a rustic feel. It's going to be like you are outside, or like you've left all the hustle and bustle of Lagos, and these days even Ibadan has all the hustle and bustle, right? You are in a place where it's calm, it's green, it's peaceful, it's serene. We are going to be planting trees, tall trees, right? So that when you enter, you will know that you are in a different place, you are in a serene environment, right? People can come here for their personal retreats, and participate on different, aspects of different clusters of Hacienda. We are going to be having different events, I want you to picture, what it's going to look like when the entire project is done. I can tell you for a fact that for people who own lands here, it's going to be a money spinner. We did an estimate, and from our estimate, we expect that over the next 10 years, land here is going to appreciate by over 600%. And we use different factors. I mean, that there's a business hub coming up in front. That's the Little Business Hub, right? There's the Moniya train station, right? And if you go towards the front, a large expanse of land has been taken by the government already for this business hub. Now, we don't control what the government will do, but you see, you will also see that a lot of estates are coming up. So what do you expect? Demand keeps increasing. You understand? And what would happen is that, lands here would appreciate. Now, let's go back to Hacienda plantation. What we've done is that we've put all the fees and the cost of the land into one, right? So if you want to buy the 400 square meter plot of land, it's 1 million naira, and that covers the cost of the land, covers the cost of your survey, covers the cost of your documentation, it covers the cost of setting up the capital to set up your farm. It covers that. So irrigation. I was talking with our consultant this afternoon, and then he says, oh, the pump you have to bring in is how many horsepower? 22 horsepower. It will take from the stream, and lots of agri talk. We are not doing the agri. We are bringing in consultants to handle that part of it. So the cost to set it up, the cost to manage your farm for 1 year, right? Security, they will be within it. They will be applying fertilizer and all that. It is part of that cost. Cost of development, there's going to be some infrastructure that we are going to be setting up, right? It's covered in that cost. 1 million naira for 400 square meters. 600 square meters is 1.5 million naira, right? Then we have the 1 acre for 9 million naira. That's 6 plots. And when you buy the 1 acre, you get a 7% discount. So you're basically paying around 8,370,000 naira thereabouts. Then we have the 1 hectare. With 1 hectare, it is 22.5 million naira. Basically 1.5 times 15. And you get 2 plots free when you get the 1 hectare. We have the 5 acres. 5 acres is 45 million naira. You get 4 plots for free, right? 4 plots for free. And then we have the 5 hectares. In fact, that is the Odogu plot size, and that's 112,500,000 naira, and you get 10 plots free when you buy that. Please, again, when you own a plot, right, the projected revenue you would earn is 10 to 25% every year, right? So for the 1 acre, you are looking to get around 900,000 to 2 million naira every year, and it's not magic money, it's not Ponzi scheme. It comes from the economic activities that happen on your land. You cultivate, we sell, you earn, right? And what we've done is that we didn't even calculate this based on 100% capacity. We already said anything could happen on the farm. Let us take out 30%, of the produce and work it based on 70%. After that, what we also did was we said after the first year, nobody wants to bring out money from their pocket and be paying to manage the farm. So we take out 20% of the revenue, right, for continuous management every year and pay you 80%. It is even with that 80% and the 30% that we've removed that you still earn your 10 to 25%, which for 1 acre is 900k to 2 million naira every year. Now, there's a brochure for this, there are videos for this, all that information. If you need them, we will share them on the group. Thank you very much. We are expecting to say 25 to 30 years because before serious, occupation would happen in this area. We are going to start clearing this place like tomorrow. The first cluster that will work on is plantation. When we are done, we move on to Hacienda Green, right? Then this is going to take more time. So we are going to build one cluster at a time. I can't tell you for sure how long it's going to take, but it's a continuous project, and then you keep seeing as we do.